of that.
Hey guys, welcome to, unfortunately, the final
What?
for the year for
for the year.
2025, the final cooking
I thought he was
special.
funny.
Creme Plus
I know, he was like,
No.
you were out of the kitchen.
for 2025.
Chopped.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. We gotta keep doing this.
I know. We'll keep cooking, but this is our final one for the year, and it's a special one.
Yes. So if you stuck around for the first two, we did meatballs in October.
Meatballs. What else
We
did we
did
do?
apple bread pudding
Oh, I forgot
last
about
month for
That's
Tom's
right.
Turkey
Tom's
Drive.
Turkey Drive.
Today we're doing lasagna, and we are joined today by two special guests.
Yes.
Creme Two's only Brandon T. Jones and Regan. How are you guys today?
Regan
man.
Gallows in
Yeah.
the house with Brandon, and you guys are our taste testers.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about this.
After
Yeah.
you made the apple bread pudding, I was like, I would love to be, in the
Yeah.
live audience. I just like to eat, though, really. And,
Brandon
you know,
tried us out. He was like, let me see how your food is before I
Yeah.
agreed to be in
I
the
didn't want to be
audience.
on
That's fair.
camera because, if I didn't like it, then it would have been a problem. I wouldn't have let you know that, though, anyways.
Thank you.
Laura,
I appreciate you.
It's also just an honor to be in Vinny and
Exactly.
Laura's presence as they cook,
Yeah.
because
We've gotten a lot of requests.
Vinny,
of people that want to
Yeah.
be in here.
You come from a long line of cooks, and
Yeah.
today we're cooking what we call Christmas lasagna, which
Yeah.
we will explain why it's Christmas lasagna.
Yeah,
Right?
it's a big tradition, at least for my family, to have it every Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And within Italian American culture, there's actually traditions surrounding each of the different holidays
Right.
that we go through.
And
So-
Christmas is a season, so
Yeah.
Italians will eat multiple different types of foods
Yeah.
depending on what night it is. Lasagna may be one, it may not
Yeah.
be. We actually don't eat it at Christmas,
Yeah.
but I call mine Christmas lasagna because it's celebratory lasagna. But Christmas lasagna sounded better for the special. Here we're showing some family pictures. Of course, my dad, his birthday earlier this year, he wasn't feeling well, and that's what he requested was lasagna. So I made it here in Spokane, froze it, and then put it in my luggage and flew to Arizona the next day.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was traveling lasagna that time.
yeah.
And you're showing some pictures of
Yeah,
you.
so this is my
Denise.
family. This is what we,
Got a huge family.
yeah, there's,
does.
believe it or not, that's not everyone.
I just
Yeah.
There's
It's
more
just me and my dad, and Vinny has 27 people.
Yeah.
There's
So-
more of my family. That's my daughter and my niece, who's like a daughter. They're baking their. And
Oh,
that's
look
my,
at that
That's my
picture.
brother. He is the best cook of the whole family,
Oh, wow.
Randy, and he makes our Christmas Eve meal, which is actually traditional Mexican food.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, so
there we
because
go.
our Christmas Eve is typically fish-based. So
Which
we'll
is
do
very
like a
common in
fish.
Italian
Yeah,
culture.
very common. So it'll be like red sauce, but with like anchovies, kind of like
Yeah.
grinded into the sauce a little bit.
Yeah.
We used to have like this fish that we would serve, but we then switched to something called cioppino. Do you know what cioppino
Yes,
is?
that's,
Do you guys know what
that's a
cioppino is?
favorite in my
No.
house.
It's basically Italian seafood soup. That's the
Okay.
best way I could describe
Yeah,
it.
it's Italian
so there's
seafood
like crab,
soup.
shrimp, clams.
So what you'll have to do is bring a traveling cioppino. Is that what it says?
Cioppino.
Yeah,
Cioppino.
yeah. When
You
you
said
come
it
back
right.
from Christmas, you gotta bring
Yes.
a good container of that.
By the way, do not travel with cipino in your luggage.
Oh, it'll smell.
It leaks and smells. But just for future reference,
Yeah.
what do you guys do for your, in terms of culinary traditions during the holidays?
I got one.
Go
so, also being Italian and Sicilian, we don't do lasagna, but we do homemade ravioli. And it's a
My
meat
fave.
sauce ravioli, so it's like a darker red rather than
Nice.
bright red. And then my dad held parties like the last 10 years with his clients actually, where they would come in, we would make the dough by hand, we would cut it, and it takes forever.
Yep.
But then it's delicious. And we always serve that on Christmas. So
Yeah.
we
Labor
don't-
of love.
Labor of
You
love.
have, you have
We
more
usually
patience than me. I could never.
I know.
I just got to get the pre-bought stuff.
I know, but it's usually the ham if people don't want ravioli. But who wouldn't want ravioli? So we do ham and then we do the ravioli.
Yeah.
So
We don't want to know people who don't like ravioli. That's weird. Though I'm pro ham too. All good.
It's all
right?
good.
Traditions are all
You gotta
good.
have it for some, but
Yes.
we stick to the ravioli.
What about? Do you have any, Brandon?
Yeah, I think the main tradition is just being with family, and
Yeah.
we always have a big meal as well. But ham, again, yeah, that's probably
common.
the main one. But growing up, my best bud Dominic, his family is Italian, and so
Oh, yeah.
Patty, his mom, would always have the Christmas lasagna, the cheesecake. I love Patty's cheesecake. That was the truth right there. But yeah, for me, my family, just a simple meal like ham we've got like collard greens. We'll even run the stuffing or dressing, quote unquote.
Yeah,
I call it stuffing.
Yeah.
But it's baked in a pan.
It's baked in a pan, yeah.
So it's a dressing.
It is a dressing, but I don't like that word.
No, I like stuffing. It sounds way more holiday-esque.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I guess. All right, we are cooking. So just to give some parameters of what we're doing here today, Vinny has made his family recipe lasagna, which is meat-free.
Yes.
I had never heard of that.
Yeah,
You had never.
we were talking about it before.
Really?
Like growing up, we never really made it with meat in it. It was just the ricotta cheese, and we'll see the steps later.
I mean, that is good
red
cheese.
sauce.
Yeah.
And red sauce,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because I've heard of, I've eaten a lot of vegetarian lasagnas, but it's usually white sauce, and it's used. So his is red sauce. Mine is very meat forward.
Yeah.
More like you were talking about, that dark, rich meat sauce, but my family doesn't really, I keep looking at the wrong camera, my family really doesn't like heavy tomato, so I do a light tomato, a lot of heavy meat, but I have gluten-free noodles, guys, and I have lactose-free cheeses.
There we go.
Yeah.
So all the needs are being met. Vegetarian.
I know, I always have a problem. My mother-in-law is gluten-free, so we always have to bring the extra pasta or the extra side, which is good because I feel like I don't have enough recipes that are gluten-free, especially those like classic Italian recipes.
do, yeah.
You know, now you got to switch it over. Got to make sure you have for everyone.
Yeah.
You got to switch it up. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. In the meantime, I have browned some ground beef. I make mine with ground beef. Lasagna is very flexible. You can use any kind of meat. You can use Italian sausage, whatever you want. I'm going to add the love to it, which is onions. Can you pass me the onions, Vinny? And the garlic, and then we're going to take look at it. Oh, that's where all the good smells
I
come from.
love onions.
My whole car smells like an Italian restaurant. And I call in the recipe that you can get, I call for 4 cloves of garlic. This is, I think, 5 or 6. If I'm feeling real spicy, I'll use 8. Okay, we're gonna cook it up, take a quick break, and then we'll kind of assemble everything.
Excited.
And talk a little bit more. We'll be right back.
We'll be back.
Your onions raw, eat them cooked. It's delicious.
Me too.
Yeah.
We can't stop. We're trying to roll tape, but we can't stop talking in here. Or
It's the onions, I think, that's getting us going here.
Yes. Celebratory.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. We are making some Christmas lasagna for you guys to make at home as part of our holiday traditions that we want to share with you guys. Laura, as she was explaining before, we're working with a lot of onion right now.
I may have overdone the onion, but Regan said, nope, you can never have enough onion.
Never.
It'll
which
diffuse
is
down.
one more thing that I love about Regan. So a pound of ground beef, you can take a small onion. I had a large one, and so I just chopped it up. And then I chopped up a bunch of garlic. I call for 4 cloves in the recipe. I use anywhere from 6 to 8. Then what I also use, an Italian spice sofrito. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. There we go. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. That's
Smell
a good
that.
one. That's a good one.
So good.
Wow.
It's got
is
love and magic. So we're going to put a little bit of that in
Sprinkle
there.
it over.
We're going to put a little bit of salt and pepper, Vinny.
Ooh.
And then we're going to cook that down for a second. What we do want to, Vinny and I want to talk a little bit about, so you really shouldn't rush lasagna.
Yeah.
It's not hard. It's very basic when you think about it. It's just layers of meat and cheese and noodles, right? But you shouldn't rush it.
No.
And so lasagna is a great thing to cook on a Sunday, feed your family, and then it feeds like everybody for the next 2 or 3 days, right? Because you're usually making a big pot. It's also very adaptable when I want to talk about. And Regan, you were talking about this. Is it your mother-in-law who's gluten-free?
Yes, my mother-in-law. Yeah, so we got to make sure we always have something in the house that she can eat and enjoy. We don't want to leave her out ever. So.
Right. My daughter is gluten-free. She loves lasagna. So, Vinny, when you're putting together lasagna, it's very important, the layering process.
Yeah.
So let's have a little sauce. Can you hand me the sauce right there?
I got you.
I don't like a lot of tomato sauce. Well, my family doesn't. So I just use a little bit. You have to coat the bottom, so it doesn't stick. I'm going to make a mess here. And B, so that always make sure your noodles are touching. These are, by the way, the no-bake noodles. I feel like such a cheat.
No.
But
It's the
they're-
holidays.
Right? Have you guys used these?
You know, whatever gets your kitchen going
don't-
faster. You know,
Yeah, that's right. You
fine.
don't
Well,
have
especially
to
if there's a lot of people
boil
and
them.
you gotta get
Yes.
stuff going and you just wanna
Yeah.
save the extra steps that you need.
Also, sometimes boiling noodles just takes forever.
It just takes forever. I make a mess. It's another pot.
Oh, so you just don't have to.
These
boil
you don't have to
these.
boil.
Okay.
But
Hence, no bake.
it's no boil. You
Oh,
do
no
bake
boil.
them, yeah.
Sorry.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's a no boil, and just kind of make sure those have a little coating. Then for my meat sauce, my sort of family trick or what we do is because we don't like chunks of tomatoes in our lasagna, I use a lot of tomato paste in my meat. It gives it that
there you go.
rich flavor and dark color you were talking about, Regan, when you're making a meat sauce. I had to make the recipe. This is all in my head. So when I was giving Vinny the recipe to post, tricky because I had to, sort of think, okay, so I called for about a quarter. I'm probably going to use a little more than that.
Yeah.
All right. How about you,
Trust
Vinny?
in your heart,
How do you
Rob.
make yours?
Yeah, so I actually pre-bake mine at home,
Yeah.
so it'll be ready to go for us to try here. I actually boil
The noodles.
noodles, and it was full disclosure. This is my first time ever making lasagna.
The family lasagna.
Nice.
Yeah.
The
Did you-
family lasagna.
Where'd you get the recipe?
It was my Nona's recipe.
Your Nona plays a big role in your cooking.
Yeah. She was. She unfortunately passed away a couple years ago, and she was someone who didn't really tell anybody about her recipes because she was always in the kitchen just cooking and
doing the thing.
It was her kitchen,
Yeah.
so you kind of just got out of the way and let her do her thing. But I've been doing it a lot more recently to kind of keep her memory alive
Love
and
that.
things like that.
And you
So-
think about her when you're, I'm going to
Yeah.
put a little sauce in here just so we
Yeah.
have a little, it's
Yeah.
not dry.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want anybody being like, ugh. Oh,
Yeah.
Vinny, will you also crack 2 eggs?
Yes.
And put it in the ricotta. So you
All
put the eggs in the ricotta, you beat it up.
This is a
That-
big moment. here.
that-
I'm very
Yeah,
excited about this
something.
ricotta
I asked
cheese.
him, can he do it? And he said, no problem.
I can crack an egg.
All right.
This is what Gonzaga taught me.
Let's see.
Oh, yes.
That good
right.
Gonzaga education.
Close up. Don't get any shells in there, Vinny.
Oh, what
This
a
one.
pro.
Dun, dun, dun.
What about one hand? Can you do one
My
hand?
mom's so proud of me right now.
I
Look at
know
how
she is. I don't blame her.
Oh,
Oh, no, that's all right. Still proud. Still
Still
proud.
proud.
there we
proud.
go. All right, we got it.
Okay, so the ricotta and the cheeses need a little lift. You whip a little egg in there. You
want me-
technically
you
should
want me to
whip
mix
the
it
egg.
here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You should whip the egg first so you're not overbeating it, but it's fine.
It's fine.
Just make sure there's no chunk of egg. Nobody says, oh, more egg in my lasagna.
You don't like
Yum.
egg yolk
that.
in your ricotta?
Little scrambled
No.
eggs, lasagna.
And then we're going to put about a cup and a half of mozzarella in there, and that'll be our filling.
Nice.
Maybe a little parm. I'm going to do this. You whip that up, Vinny.
Yeah.
We're going to throw some more.
Oh, there we go.
Look at this. We got an up close.
I know, this
to
just looks delicious.
The
And
talent.
the
How's the
smell.
smell?
It smells amazing.
Oh,
Dude.
the smell.
This is some of the
Stomach
best
is
part.
grumbling right
This
now.
is like what you guys are doing right now. I would
Yeah.
sometimes do this at home. I would
Yeah,
just sit and
just
just
watch,
watch,
huh? Yeah.
everybody do it.
My family
And eat
sits
it,
and
of course.
judges.
Yeah.
My mom, funny
We could
enough,
They
never.
can't judge you, though.
Never.
Laura. Yeah, I'm
Never.
the same.
My mom is an amazing cook and cooks a lot of Italian food, but she's not the Italian in the family. So
Oh, that's funny.
anybody can cook Italian food. You just have to
Yeah.
channel the
Feel it.
Italianness, all right?
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break.
Well, real quick,
real
we
quick.
actually have some video of me
Oh, yeah, making the
putting
lasagna.
lasagna together.
look at
Here it is
There
right
we
here. So
go.
this is all shot at my house of me putting it all together. It's
What doesn't he do? Look at him, man.
Look at that.
Put the
And look at
salt in.
Do you
Hey.
notice he does not, you don't skimp on the salt.
No, you got to salt the water. And for everyone watching at home, yes, I did wash my hands before
Yes.
doing it.
right.
Vinny and I are
The new
very
Salt
big
Bay over here.
Yeah, so this process that you're seeing right now, it's actually on our website right now, KREM.com. If you text lasagna to 509-448-2000, you'll get this recipe on your phone.
Yeah,
And you
easy
can make
peasy.
it easy right away. So that step before I dried off the noodles, rather than trying to worry about rinsing out the hot water with the colander and everything, I actually just had a separate pot of cold water that I just put the
Smart.
noodles
Come on,
Oh, that's
Vinny.
smart.
because you
Keeps
want
them from
to stop the
overcooking.
cooking.
That's right.
And then this is kind of just the assembly part here. This is the ricotta that I use. It's not going to be as good as this one that we're making right now, but.
that looks
and then
good,
it's all just about layers and.
Yep.
I did 3. You can do more depending on how much sauce you have.
Yeah, if
I
you
like
have
it a little
extra
saucier.
meat,
Yeah.
throw it in. Yeah, or in your case, a little extra sauce.
Yeah.
Throw it in.
And then you just want to fill in all the holes there. And then I do saran wrap and tin foil to cover, but
Because you're extra good about coverage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try, but then make sure you take off the saran wrap before
Before you
you
bake.
put it in the oven.
I wanted to get that in there before somebody
Yeah.
said, what? Okay, so we're going to take a quick break. They are going to taste test Vinny's. I'm going to put mine in the oven, and we're going to talk about some amazing Spokane events.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
I'm sorry.
We're not going to make you share for it.
No.
I mean, we're a very close.
know.
We're a very close team, but we draw the line.
Not that close.
Yeah, somewhere.
We're putting the final pieces together.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
For
Just wanted to clarify.
the lasagna here. So we're gonna serve it around. We'll start with Regan first, and then I'm gonna be
okay.
heating up more.
So this is the meatless.
That's the meatless one.
lasagna.
Yeah, that's
with the
Vinny's special
ricotta
family
cheese.
recipe.
Yeah.
And you know what? I like cheese and carbs anyways. Who needs the meat?
Well, fair enough.
My husband, cheese and bread, cheese and carbs, that is his favorite. That's what we serve in the house.
That's
So,
my lifestyle.
Okay, here we
you
go.
just described.
Hot,
Yeah.
Regan.
Normally, is it hot?
Oh my gosh, she's like the kids. You tell them it's hot, and they're like, I know.
I
but
saw
I'm
that
hungry."
steam coming off.
It's
of
really
it.
good.
Great.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, so I've assembled mine. I've just layered it up. I'm finishing up with some cheeses. You can get the recipes, like you said. Just text the word lasagna, 509-448-2000, and you'll get those. In the meantime, Vinny, let's talk about some holiday traditions.
Yes. So
Spokane.
holiday traditions typically don't go just with food. You could do other things that you might want to do to spend some time with family, friends, things like that. And so we have a few that we want to share with you. One of them was actually one you were at yesterday, Brandon, that opened up Christmas Tree Elegance.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about
Beautiful.
that.
Oh, Christmas Tree Elegance. I love that place.
Love
I
that
mean,
place.
it's like walking inside of an actual like Home Alone type movie, you know, when he's in the hotel. It just feels every
Yes.
bit of that, where these beautiful trees. People have been doing this for years, and I mean, they go all out. You can see it right there on your screen. And a lot of people, they are buying raffle tickets, and the lasagna is coming out, though, so I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted now. I'm gonna let it cool down for a second,
Yeah, yeah.
though, you know.
Don't pull the Regan.
Nope.
Regan's gonna have
I
some
went
scars
all
going
in.
on, yeah.
Now my tongue is forever
It looks
burned for the day.
amazing though. But yeah, Christmas Tree Elegance, I highly recommend. I mean, this is something that I feel like should be like, you know, broadcast to the entire world on how special it is, and it's right here
Yeah.
in Spokane. So it's something you just have to go.
I'm doing it for the first time this year.
Yeah, you're gonna
Oh,
love
Can't
it.
wait.
you'll
You're
love
gonna love
it.
it. It's good vibes.
You
Yeah.
buy tickets for $1, right? And then you put them in big bins. If that's the tree you want, they're raffle tickets.
Have
right?
you ever won?
Oh, please, no. But I have made really good efforts because it's all a donation to the
Yeah.
symphony, which we have one of the most, I think, I don't know a lot about music, but I think we have one of the most amazing symphonies. When I
Yeah.
have gone, they play so beautifully that supporting them is a win-win, right?
Yeah.
So you get the trees, you get the symphony. Okay, so that's
Right.
Christmas Tree Elegant. It's at the
Yes.
Davenport River Park Square.
I like the crust.
They both have
Is
trees.
it good?
And then we have also one of my favorites, Vinny, which is Tree of Sharing. It has been around for decades. I think here at KREM, we've been working with them for over 30 years. This is a chance to remember people who are often forgotten. So what you do is you go to one of the 3 area malls in Spokane. You got Valley, Northtown, and River Park Square, and you pick out one of those tags. You're looking at the tags there, the color things. They are a gift request from somebody. Could be somebody just little, it could be somebody who's 100. And oftentimes it's a blanket or a special doll or something. You go fill that gift request, that dream request, and then turn it back in, and then they take it from there. This year they hope to serve about 6,000 people.
Wow.
6,000 people who might otherwise feel forgotten and have nothing under the tree. If you can do this, my daughter and I will go this year, and she's 17. So we will pick out a 17-year-old because I think it's really important to remind kids, well, how good my kid has it, right? Like how, and that not everybody is in that position.
Yeah.
So that, and then I always pick out a senior. Because if you know, you're in your 80s and you want a blanket or you want food, and we can bring a little warmth or a little comfort to somebody, I think it's a win all the way around.
Yeah.
Tree of Sharing,
Love
do
that.
not
Yeah,
forget
it's a
it.
great
Tree
one.
of sharing.
Okay,
Then
what else do we
Another
have?
one that we want to share, we're actually going to take a live look right now.
Oh, I love that.
The Numerica skate ribbon
I love the skate
at
ribbon.
Riverfront Park. That's going to be a fun one for many family and friends to be able to do.
It's always busy.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, it's such a good family-friendly thing to do. It's cost-effective, especially if you have your own skates, but you can rent them there, right?
Yeah.
So,
Not touching any skates.
yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
I'm not good. I'm the guy on the edge too.
Me too. I am the worst at
I love the
skating.
idea. Can you skate, Laura?
Oh, I mean, am I going to have to prove it?
No.
Then yeah, I can skate.
That's right.
No, I'm the side clinger, they call them, where you're just.
Okay,
That's
we're
more
all
than
in the
that's
same
more
boat,
than
huh?
I'll even
Yeah.
do because I know I'm going down as soon as I touch that ice.
I like to feel grounded in the ground, not the ice. It's just not my specialty, you know?
Yeah.
I think the skate ribbon, honestly, there it is, just is such a defining part of the Spokane downtown landscape. It's such a, I think it's unique. I know other
very
places have it,
unique.
but it's such a unique design. It's just fun. It's
Yeah.
right there. You can go into the mall. You can go. There's
Make a
all
whole
these
day out
cute
of it,
side shops and coffee. You know, I'm all about the coffee, so you can go get coffee downtown and go skating. Love it.
Those
Kids
are
can
just
go.
some too. There's so many more that you guys
Yep.
can take part in to create some of your own holiday traditions of your own. And we were happy and honored to share this one with you guys. Thank you, Brandon and
Thank
Regan.
you.
Hey,
for
cheers,
joining us.
delicious.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. I mean,
I'm sorry, where is mine?
It's right there.
What's happening here, people?
It's right here.
You forgot to
I
peel.
can't forget you.
I was like, okay,
All I
Vinny.
ask for is honesty on the
Okay,
river.
Brandon, what did we think?
Yep.
Delicious. It is phenomenal. I have been very hungry, Vinny. I can taste the love, the thought that goes into this.
So good.
And
The
I'm just
ricotta
happy-
cheese.
That ricotta cheese.
I'm just happy to be here. Yeah, it is.
Happy
It's
to
really
be
good.
invited.
I've held myself back a little
salted
bit.
the noodles. It's you can. I'm telling you, never boil noodles without salt.
Nope.
These are delish.
Yeah.
All right, Vinny. I think we have to wrap it up,
Yeah.
right?
Unfortunately, we have to wrap it up.
Well, we have to eat.
Yeah, we got to get going. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, text lasagna to 509-448-2000 for Laura and I's recipes. And happy holidays.
Happy
Thank you so much.
holidays.